Hey, everybody, it's Danny from Griswold Family Vacay, and welcome to the Griswold Family Vacay Saturday Night Live variety show, where tonight we have a very exciting night planned for you guys. We've got a very special guest that's going to be joining us, so I'm really looking forward to having a lot of fun tonight, and thank you guys so much for being here. Without going on any further, I want to take the time right now to, on behalf of my family, to your family, wish everyone a very happy Easter tomorrow. I hope it's a great day for everybody. I hope you guys have a very blessed Sunday, have time to hang out with your family, go to church, stuff like that, spend time with kids if you have them or grandkids, and just everybody have a great, great Easter tomorrow. I want to thank you guys again so much for joining us for this time on your Easter weekend. Thank you so much. As you guys know by now, every Saturday night I like to tell you guys what day it is, because every day, every single day of the year is a holiday. And today is World Party Day. World Party Day. It's also National Play Outside Day. So hopefully, I don't know how the weather is there where you are, but here in Oklahoma, weather is really really nice right now. So we've been spending a lot of time outdoors. I've been spending a lot of time with Landon. Uh, he finally grew into his bicycle, so we've been out there riding bikes. So it's been a lot of fun. Just a little bit of information about what happened on this day in history. In 1882, one of my most favorite outlaws, one of my most favorite figures from the Wild West, Jesse James, is killed by Robert Ford at his home in St. Joseph, Missouri. Also in 1968, we lost another great American role model and figure, and that was Martin Luther King Jr. This day in 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. was shot outside the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. In 1973, the first mobile phone call is made in downtown Manhattan, New York, by Motorola employee Martin Cooper to the Bell Labs headquarters in New Jersey. 1953, American magazine TV Guide publishes its first issue. And in 1960, Elvis Presley records It's Now or Never, Fever, and Are You Lonesome Tonight at RCA Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. All right, so tonight, when I was thinking earlier this week about what I wanted to do, what we wanted to do for our Saturday Night Live variety shows for the upcoming weeks, I sat down and I decided we're going to start kind of spending each Saturday night kind of going over our family vacation that we're going to take this summer. And our first stop for our family vacation this summer is to Omaha, Nebraska. Now, I've never been to Omaha. Nobody in my family's ever been to Omaha, but we know that Omaha has one of the best top rated zoos in all the United States. And you guys know by now, those of you that have been following us for a while, how much we love zoos, and in particular, how much we love animals. So we are going to make sure to spend a day at the Henry Doorly Zoo in Omaha, Nebraska. And so when I figured out that I knew I wanted to talk about Nebraska, and I don't like being up here talking to you guys about places that I've never been because I don't know anything about them. So I'm like, do I know anybody that lives in Nebraska? And lucky enough for me, I do. And so I reached out to one of my great friends. I invited him to come on the show tonight. So we're going to spend the first half of the show tonight talking about the zoo, maybe his experiences there, some of the things maybe he did there, some of the things that he liked there. Also, you guys, if you've been to the Henry Doorly Zoo, please make sure you put in the chat some recommendations or suggestions or anything that you recommend for us as well. So we're going to spend the first half of the night talking about the zoo and the second half of the night just having fun. Landon's going to tell us jokes, and then we're going to put this guy in the hot seat and ask him some questions just about him. So let's go ahead and welcome in the chat, see who all we have here tonight, and we'll bring in our special guest. First person I see is Ashley's World. Hey, Ashley, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Then we've got Blaine. Blaine says, hey, and welcome in all. Hit that thumbs up and consider hitting the red S below if you are new. Thank you so much, Blaine. It's always good to see you, buddy. Miss Lori Sims. Hey, y'all. Be on with you in a few. Thank you for being here, Lori. Hey, Keith. Big Disney fan, the big freaking deal. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. TJ, T&K Travels, good to see you. Welcome in, sir. Amy Kephart. Hello, hello. Hey, Miss Amy, good to see you. Welcome in. Safe travels back home. Let's see. A lot of hellos going on. Nate, Land Cloud Adventures. Hey, hey, hey. Good to see you, Nate. Welcome in. Tommy Dotson. Hey, Tommy. Just gave in to temptation and ate my Easter chocolate bunny. Oh, well, par for the course. Welcome in, Tommy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's see. RVing done our way. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Just Dave. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Eric. Good to see you. Welcome in, sir. Linda Barker. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Kit. Hi from sunny Missouri. Good to see you, Kit. Welcome in, bud. Aaron. Good to see you, man. Happy Saturday in between Good Friday and Easter Sunday. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you. Nate says, World Party Day. Yes, please. Hey, Victoria. Good to see you, Miss Vicky. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Amy says, been to Omaha several times. Friend in college lived there, and then last year we would have work meetings there. That's awesome. Hey, Najuma. Good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Ford man here. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Kenny. Welcome in, buddy. I'm glad you're feeling better. All right, let's see here. Who else? Van Life Voyages. Mr. Derek, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hope you and Tanya are doing well. Hey, Jeff, good to see you, sir. Welcome in. Then we've got Keystone. Good to see you, Keystone. Welcome in, buddy. Thank you for being here. Carol Springstead. New. Happy to see you. Hey, welcome in, Carol. Please make sure you subscribe if you like what you see. Glad to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Who else? Just a lot of hellos. All right, guys. I see our guest of the night's downstairs waiting for us. So you ready to come up? All right. We all know this guy. We all love this guy. Without further ado, I want to bring up good friend Nate with Land Cloud Adventures. Hey, Nate. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Hoping that window behind me isn't too bright. It's gotten a little bit better, but
I got the same problem right here.
Yeah, I guess I could have dropped it, but it's going to get dark here relatively quick.
No, it looks fine. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
I think what I had planned was just the first half of tonight, just kind of talk about the zoo, maybe some experiences that you have there and stuff like that. And then the second half of the night, we'll just have some fun. Landon will do his jokes. We'll ask you some questions and stuff like that. If that's all right with you.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. So first off, just in case there's anybody in here that doesn't know you, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about who you are and about your channel and things like that.
I was just seeing Lori's comments. Where are the puppers? They're back there. We always try to do it in here. Although, yeah, if you don't know my channel, I'm selling the house and we're going on the road. I've got the two fluffy dogs that I'm known for. That's why we're called Land Cloud Adventures. It's another name for them. And I'm excited. We're starting to travel a little bit. We got down to Texas. I got the SUV. I got it back. I'm getting the other SUV sold. And so it feels like it's actually starting to happen. So I'm excited about that, but there's also still a lot to do with it all. So
did everything go smooth on your trip? I was going to ask you if you had any mishaps or if everything went as planned or.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about any of it. Overall, everything was amazing. Of course, there was something every day. Something went wrong, right? I never did get the hot water heater working. I still got to figure that out.
Jeez.
But so I got really good at taking cold showers. Let me tell you. but no. I mean, I'm not going to complain. There's always going to be a snag, especially with anything new. I think the biggest, the hardest part was the first day with all the wind and not being used to driving that thing.
Right.
It was over 30 miles an hour. I bought those mirror extenders, and the wind was so hard, it was blowing me around. I almost pulled over, and it was so hard that, like, I think about 7 or 8 times, especially with the mirror extender, the rear view mirror actually just came in. It was too windy, and it collapsed against the window, and I had to push it back out. And so that was always kind of like a shock to the system, like, oh boy, because then I can't see anything again. But no, everything was good. Again, to meet Amy, everybody already knows about that. That was amazing, and we made it back in one piece, and nothing happened that I was like, what the heck am I doing? I need to not sell my house, right?
So you never felt like you were in over your head at all?
Nah.
That's good then. I feel like if I ever get an RV or a travel trailer or anything like that, that's how I'm going to feel for sure.
Well, yeah, it's everything's a learning experience, right? I still got to get better at backing it up,
right?
Driving it, but I've made one big trip, so I know it's gonna work out.
So I guess this is in reference to you being on the show tonight from Derek.
and congratulations! I don't think I've emailed them. I think I've typed it in chat, but I think, was it yesterday they hit their 1,000?
Did they really?
That they hit their 1,000. We've been trying for a while to be like, everybody go check them out, sell them, all that. I think it was yesterday. I don't remember what time. They are there, and it stuck overnight, it looked like. So congratulations, Tanya and Derek.
Yeah, congratulations for sure, guys. I think one of the very first shows that you were on, Nate, was ours.
I think so. You guys were one of the very first. I went up on, I think it was Dee's mishap, and Johnny's Journey was taken over, and then I went up on Johnny's Journeys on Tuesday night, kind of more officially. And after that, I got some emails, and you were one of the first ones to email saying, "Hey, how's it going? Come check us out. Come hang out," that sort of thing. So
right. All right, so let's go ahead and just start talking about the zoo. Have you been to that Henry Doorly Zoo that much, or?
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, right.
Dang it, I can't get anything past you anymore. It's like, Omaha is not known for that much. So kind of the College World Series and the zoo, when you come through, are kind of the two things, right? Right. And so I haven't gone a whole lot. I've been once. My mom came to visit right after I bought the house here. And so we went up and spent, I think, about 4 hours. We didn't spend the whole day because it was a hot day, and she was only here for so long. But no, it was one of the first things that if somebody's coming into town, that's kind of what you see, right? Is the zoo. So, and I was going to say, I had to kind of refresh my memory. It was a couple of years ago. So I started looking at like a map of things and trying to remember what was really cool. Because I did spend, when I was in Des Moines had a zoo brew. So I did go to the zoo a lot in Des Moines. They had this thing on Wednesday nights. It was great for like if you were meeting a date for the first time. You go, you have a beverage, you go walk around the park, look at animals for a couple hours. So I've been to the Des Moines Zoo a fair amount because the zoo brew is always so much fun. But I've been to the Omaha once, and it's so much bigger. I mean, that there you can easily spend a day to whatever there, especially if you're reading everything and trying to soak it all in.
Well, I did a little bit of research just from the zoo's website itself, and I'm just going to go over the different exhibits that they have there. And if anything like bogs your memory or you remember from that part, then just feel free to add, fill in wherever you can, if any suggestions or anything like that. So the first thing that I guess the whole zoo, for the most part, is known for is their desert dome. It says it's the world's largest indoor desert. And that's that. In a sense, it almost looks like Epcot in a way, the spaceship Earth, but it's like on the ground. I remember when I used to always watch the College World Series and stuff like that from Rosenblatt Stadium on the TV, they would always show that desert dome exhibit there at the zoo. So
Yep. And that's one I'm going to have to admit, because it's kind of towards the beginning, we didn't go in it at first because we were trying to get around before it heated up. And by the time we got back, we were just kind of done for the day. So we didn't go in it, but you're absolutely right. When you see pictures of the Henry Dorley Zoo, that's what you kind of see, is that big dome of the desert climate, I guess.
I guess Amy's been there quite a bit from what she's saying.
She may have been to the zoo more than me, it sounds like, because she did a lot of work up here.
Oh, yeah. You can see the desert dome off the highway. Hey, Paul, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so I guess that's... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, for me personally, when we went, I was always looking for like monkeys and tigers and you know, that sort of thing. So I guess that's probably why we skipped over it. But
and then this exhibit, I guess, is one of their newest exhibits. It says Owen Sea Lion Shore, so it's their sea lion exhibit. Did you go there? Do you know?
It wasn't open. When I looked at the map, I was like, how did I miss that? But no, it wasn't open. And I mean, if you guys are going to be up here, if I have the time, especially if you guys are going to be at the zoo a particular day, I'm going to try to go that day and maybe hang out a bit.
That sounds like fun to me, man.
That's the one that I'm kind of jealous of. If for some reason I don't get there, sea lions are amazing. I mean, I've seen them in person in California when I grew up there, but that'd be a fun one.
It's the day we're going, Nate, is May 21st. Okay. So
yep. Like I said, I'm going to be in between moving and stuff, but if I'm in the area and it's possible, I'm going to try to make it. I'll just have to see what I can do with the dogs, I guess.
Right. Hey, Bree, good to see you. Welcome in. And then the next thing they have is the Scott African grasslands. And I guess this is where you go to see like your cheetahs, your giraffes, and elephants and stuff like that.
Yeah, that one, I'm trying to pull it up on the map. That one I do remember seeing. It was, is that the Asian Highlands, or did you say, what was the name of it again?
The African grasslands.
Oh, yeah. That's where they've got the elephants and the giraffes. That one is definitely, I do remember that one, because they've got a lot of giraffes out there. And if I remember right, there's like a area that you can go by and I think you can feed them. I don't think we did. And then on the other side, you get a big crowd there. And then if I remember right, on the back side, there's a big building. You've got the elephant area, but if you go in the building, it's huge. And that's where they're like playing and training. And I think there was a baby elephant when we were there. So
that's cool.
Definitely go in there. Although I do remember feeling pressure, like because it was there was kind of limited space in there. I don't remember if there was construction or what at the time, where you kind of wanted to stay a little bit longer, but you also wanted to let other people in and come see. So.
Right. It seems like, looking at a map, that exhibit is the largest by far in that zoo. It covers like the entire eastern boundary.
Oh yeah, what we did, we spent the 3 or 4 hours we were there walking around outside most of the time, and I remember when you get through that, I remember us being tired, and then you get to what was it? There's the lagoon area. And I remember by the time we got to that lagoon, where you've kind of got some covered bridges where you can buy some feed for the animals, and you can kind of just hang out for a bit and take a rest.
Did you guys go to the jungle part? Amy said that's the best part there at the zoo, is the lead jungle. It says it's America's largest indoor rainforest.
And she told me that, and I went and looked, and I was like, you know what? I think we missed a lot right when we got in, because I told I was with my mom, and I said, I want to see the monkeys. And so I think we went past those couple things that are really big, and you didn't go either one of those? I don't think we made it into that big dome or that other one. But I agree with Amy. It looked, when I looked it up, it looks amazing.
Right. And then they also have the aquarium there. Did you do that?
I think we did briefly. Okay. I think we kind of went in, especially because it was hot, and I remember that was kind of air conditioned.
I said they have a 700-foot shark tunnel. They have polar regions, so they have penguins in there as well, a penguin exhibit.
Oh, let's not bring up penguins. Don't start the trouble.
Not penguins?
Oh, I don't even know if you know the whole Penguin Brigade
I
thing.
don't. I need to go back and watch your live from Thursday, man.
We,
I heard
we got
Amy
got
told
in
me a
trouble.
story, though.
Oh, okay. We got in trouble. I was goofing around a little too much, talking about matching penguin tattoos, and so we had a little bit of fun with it.
And then you've got, of course, the Asian Highlands that you said. I think that's another newer exhibit. They have some animal there called the sloth bear. I don't even know what the sloth bear is.
I saw that on the map when I was looking at it. I don't remember that, but I do. Those it was that exhibit and the one just after the lagoon are kind of nice, where you're just going along. The only hard part about it is some of those animals. There's such big areas and there's so few animals. Trying to find where the animals are even at, if they're even viewable, right?
Right. Derek says monkeys are important. Lori says looking forward to future lives. Blaine says Penguin Brigade.
Pink Penguin Brigade, apparently.
Nick P says, where is this zoo? I missed that part. Nick, we're talking about the Henry Doorly Zoo in Omaha, Nebraska. Tonight we're starting our live streams. We're going to be talking tonight and the next several weeks about our summer vacation. And the first place that we're going this summer is to Omaha for the first time ever, to the Henry Doorly Zoo. I'll tell you what, Nate, we've driven through Western Omaha. It's a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Not much there. I'm guessing the eastern half is better, huh?
Okay, so you've been through the western part?
Western
okay,
part.
Let me get my directions.
From here, right, through Kansas. We were driving to the Badlands in South Dakota.
Gotcha. Yeah, the western part, there's not a whole lot to look at. I mean, it's a nice area to live. I mean, it's kind of like where I'm at. It's nothing too exciting, but it's a nice area to raise a family and that sort of thing.
Seemed like it took forever to drive through there just because it was all just plains. Kind of like here.
Oh, Nebraska is the most boring state. At first, I remember the first time I drove through Nebraska, it was beautiful the first hour, but then it's the same thing and it goes on and on if you're going west to east. It feels like the longest. But before I forget, and I don't know if you've considered this or the timing of your trip, the zoo is obviously the biggest thing, right? There's also, I did that the video about the couple of places just south of Omaha. There was one place I didn't cover that if you guys like animals and you have time, you might consider. I have not been there. I have an old acquaintance that actually works there, but it's a wildlife safari park. Oh, and I know it was really popular when the pandemic hit because I think you like mostly drive through.
Right.
And so that's another option if you're into that sort of thing in the Omaha area.
That sounds cool. I know we're going to be there that day and go to the zoo. And then we're going to leave after the zoo and drive up to Mitchell.
Okay. Where the Corn Palace is.
Corn Palace. Check that out. And then the next morning, wake up and drive over there to Wall, South Dakota. Go to Badlands and all that. So,
how long are you guys staying out at the Badlands?
I think just a couple of days. Okay. And then we're going to drive over to Keystone for a couple of days.
Yeah, further west, I think.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore and all that. Crazy Horse and Custer State Park. We've never been to Custer State Park before, so we're looking forward to doing that. I've only ever been through Nebraska overnight on Amtrak's California Zephyr on my way from Reno to Chicago. Nebraska is overnight. You can't see anything. Amy says she's been through that wildlife safari park 17 years ago, but it was cool. So that's just south of Omaha?
Yeah, but I would say it's between Omaha and Lincoln. It's about 30 minutes south of Omaha, but from where you're at with the zoo, it's probably an hour, I'm guessing. Maybe a little less than an hour. So it would be, if you're on much of a time schedule, it would be a little bit out of the way.
Right.
But you also have that place where you can taste test certain things. I won't say the name. That's right next to the safari park.
Hey, Kasha, good to see you. Danny, you might have to drive through my hometown, but you might want to take KTA to Emporia, I-35 to I-435, West Loop. Good Lord. And KCKS, north to I-29 to I-80, west to Omaha.
Don't need
Jeez.
directions. I can't follow it.
I thought there were a number of fires going on there in Mount Rushmore. Huh.
I haven't heard that, but I haven't been watching the news.
No, I haven't either. Okay, so then just there's a couple of exhibits that I saw that look cool. Were the butterfly pavilion, Kimberly's favorite. She loves butterflies, so that'd be cool. And then they have I guess they're in partnership with the island of Madagascar. So they have like a little area called Expedition Madagascar that's all, I guess, dedicated to like lemurs and stuff like that.
I do remember the lemur area, and those are always fun.
Yeah, they are.
The ones that when I looked at this map, I liked the monkeys, but and Hubbard I know is one of the rich guys in the area, and I think he sponsored all of that, like the orangutan, and there was an elevator area, but it looks like it might be under construction. So I hope you guys get to see that. You should at least be able to see. No. The lemurs are kind of on the other side of the park, but there's orangutans.
The Hubbard Gorilla Valley and Hubbard Orangutan Forest.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest. When again, I kind of told my mom I want to see monkeys, right? So that was kind of the coolest area that I remember. But it looks like that might be under construction until June. I from remembering it, you can go in this building, and I remember it's real steep, so maybe it's just the elevator, and you just have to walk down. That's what I kind of hope, or at least that you can still see the exhibit from the high area.
Right.
But there was an inside area with like a walking tube where you could look in like the little portholes and all of that, and those gorillas are pretty entertaining once they get going. So,
right.
But I don't know how open that will be for you.
All right, so well, that's pretty much it for the zoo. So, hey, Landon, it's your turn, Landon.
He says the lemurs used to be in the jungle.
We'll get Landon out here for his jokes, and then we're gonna put you in a hot seat. You ready for that?
Oh, I better stretch a little bit.
To Nate, yeah, but you're gonna do your jokes. Tell Nate hi.
Hi.
How's it going, Landon?
Good.
I hear you got some of your famous jokes for us.
So, yes, sir. First couple of jokes, Nate, since we talked about Nebraska tonight, are about Nebraska.
There's a lot of material there.
Go ahead.
Want to hear a joke about Nebraska?
Absolutely.
Never mind, it's too corny.
Oh, I like that one. You're off to a good start, Landon.
What do you tell him?
Thank you.
Hey, Troy, good to see you, buddy. All right, second joke about Nebraska.
How do you know the toothbrush was invented in Nebraska?
How?
If it was invented anywhere else, it would be called a teeth brush.
The teeth brush. It's over my head. It would be called a teeth brush?
Yeah, instead of a toothbrush. You get it?
Yeah, because we only got one tooth out here, right?
There you go.
The next joke is us people from Nebraska ain't that bright either, apparently.
All right, the next couple of jokes are from Easter.
What do you call a rabbit with fleas?
What do you call a rabbit with leaves?
Fleas.
Oh, fleas. What do you call a rabbit with fleas?
Bugs Bunny.
He didn't even get a chance to answer.
Well,
That was on the tip of my tongue, Landon. No,
Jeez, man.
Well, I gave him 5 seconds.
No, you didn't.
Uh-huh.
Give him like one.
No, I gave
Here,
him
and
1.
when you ask
Landon.
this one, give him a chance to answer it.
What's the
Landon.
Easter Bunny's favorite sport?
I don't know, baseball.
Basketball.
Basketball?
Easter basketball. There you
Oh,
go.
gotcha. Easter basket.
All right, so then these last two are about animals. And Adric picked these out, huh?
What do lions say before they go hunting for food?
I'm hungry.
Let us pray.
That's a good one.
And the last joke of the night is
What is a polygon?
What is a polygon?
yeah.
What is a polygon?
Remember, it's about animals.
Like, I'm thinking it's like what do you call those? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word.
Toucans?
A what?
Toucan?
A toucan? Is that the answer?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of like the Squirtle and the Pokemon. It sounds like a Pokemon to me.
That's Squirtle is like a Squirtle is a turtle.
No, but never mind. I'm gonna get us off topic.
Squirtle is based off a turtle.
Okay, gotcha. So what is a polygon then?
A polygon is a dead parrot.
That's good. Oh man, Polly be gone. That's a good one, Landon.
Because parents always say, Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker.
Oh.
Okay, tell them bye. Say good to see you.
Bye. Good to see
See you,
you.
Landon. Great job, buddy.
Say thank you.
See
Try-
you.
I like how it took me like 30 seconds to get the toothbrush versus teeth brush, but he thought 5 seconds was going to be enough for me to even guess.
Hey, Jonathan, good to see you, buddy.
Now Derek or Tanya is saying Squirtle. So when I said the Pokemon thing, I think there was a Pokemon called Porygon or something. That's why I was thinking that.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't want to go down a whole nother rabbit hole with it. Kenny, you're right. Those were good jokes. I liked them, even if I felt dumb for not understanding the one.
He has a good time with those. I think that's why most people come to our show on Saturdays is just to hear him.
Right? You see a spike in your viewership?
Just to be honest. Oh man. So do you have any places that you recommend there around Omaha, like to eat? Like something that would be fairly quick?
I'm trying to think up in that area. I know if you're down where I'm at, it's the what's the steakhouse here? Now I'm gonna have to look at a map.
I have to look and see the name of the hotel that we're staying at. I know it's Holiday Inn, but I'm not exactly sure which one.
Down in Pavilion, I think
Right.
everybody agrees, and I mean it's a national chain, but it's very well run. The Texas Roadhouse here,
Texas.
but I mean
that's our favorite
just,
restaurant to eat here.
I mean that's just in general the consensus in Pavilion. But you guys are going to be further up, and I can't say. I mean it's far enough away that I don't go up that area that often. I'm
So
kind
the
of
zoo
looking.
is North Omaha then?
What's that?
The zoo is in North Omaha?
No, not really. It's just south of I-80. North Omaha is kind of the bad area.
Oh, really?
Yeah, North Omaha is kind of the area you want to avoid.
Okay.
Between the zoo, then you've kind of got the downtown area. Then you go up towards Creighton University, and that's where you start getting into North Omaha. So
Creighton's in kind of a rough neighborhood?
kind of borders it, I think. I go up there. You get too far away from the university, you kind of start thinking maybe I should be heading back the other direction.
Right.
I mean, they've got Creighton University, and they've got some museums up there. What was the one I was thinking of? The Jocelyn Art Museum. I think that's relatively well known.
Oh, here's the place that Kimberly has written down. I forgot that she wants to eat at. It's a pizza place. It's called Backlot Tap House. Have you heard of that?
I haven't heard of it. And the problem is a lot of our banks are more on the west side of Omaha.
Uh-huh.
And so I can't think of a bank. The bigger banks in downtown Omaha are under other regulators. They're bigger banks, so they're under the Fed or the OCC. So we didn't go up that direction that much. And I don't know, is traveling Nick. I can't tell if he's laughing at the Texas Roadhouse or if it's making him salivate there.
I think he likes it. So the hotel we're staying at is by the airport, Nate.
Yeah, okay. So you're up by Carter Lake. Yeah, that's kind of, you get too far away. That Carter Lake area is a little sketchy, but I mean, you're in a Holiday Inn, you'll be fine. And then you'll go south from there down to the zoo area, but you'll also be by kind of the main roadways too. So
the Texas Roadhouse will be opening soon near me. So one of the things you like to do on your shows, Nate, is show memes, right? You still do that?
I keep forgetting to do it. I do it if it kind of gets slow and I don't have things to talk about. But if I've got, if things are rolling, I end up skipping over it. But I
found one on Facebook. I will go ahead and share with you today. I found it today, and since tomorrow's Easter, I thought it might be kind of funny. So it starts off, how's the diet going? And then they say, not good. I had eggs for breakfast. Scrambled? Cadbury's.
Well, they're not on keto anymore.
Thought you might like that.
Oh, that is good. Especially good timing too, right?
Yeah. For Easter, for sure.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I just pull them off as I go through my week. If there's something that just makes me chuckle a little bit, I just pull it off into a folder, and then if I need it for the live stream, we go down and look at them and have a laugh, right?
Right. All right, man. So now I'm gonna ask you some kind of rapid fire questions.
All right,
just for fun. Nothing too serious or anything like that, but I think I have about 10 questions that I picked out to ask you. So the first one is this. If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future?
Go back in time. I'm trying to think what period of time. I think I'd go to the future.
Future?
Because I'd just be curious, right? You can learn about the past. And think of going back, it's almost like you lose all the things that you've come accustomed to, right? Even like hot water and a shower. But if you go to the future, you might be using, what is it, the 3 leaves or whatever from that one movie?
Right.
I won't say what I was going to say. you might have to figure out how to use the 3 leaves.
Hey, right? Nick, come on now. You don't like Peeps? Man. You know how to eat Peeps? You throw them in the trash. Jeez.
Those are just marshmallows, aren't they?
I love Peeps, man. They remind me of my grandma. She used, every time we'd go up there to see my grandma, that's the one Easter candy you could always count on her having were Peeps. Amy's saying when I'm asking these questions, maybe she'll learn something new about you.
She knows everything there is. I'm not that interesting, Amy.
Boy, she was a lot of fun on trivia this past week.
I was getting dizzy following it. I was like, holy cow.
Oh, man.
She had fun, though. That's important.
Yeah, she did.
To hang out.
That was really nice of her to join us, for sure.
Right. It was. I was kind of thinking to myself, man, she should just go out and enjoy herself and just let worry about the live stream the next week. But
right. All right. So, do you prefer the mountains or the beach?
Ooh. I'm gonna say the beach, even though I'm not really one for laying out. But when I was 18 and 19, right after high school, we used to drive over to Santa Cruz a lot, and just the memories of that. It was just a kind of fun, free time in life that maybe I wasn't being as responsible as I should, but just a lot of good memories. So when I think of the beach, I just kind of think of Santa Cruz.
Right. I've been to California only once, man. We went to San Diego. I loved it there.
Oh, San Diego. If I went back, it would be one of it's beautiful.
Right.
San Diego is great. Yeah.
All right.
Amy Cloud's golf cart adventure. What is that? Amy Cloud's golf cart. Was she on a golf cart and I missed it?
I have no idea.
She's questioning it too. Or maybe she doesn't even remember being on a golf cart.
There's DJ. Welcome in, DJ. Good to see you, buddy.
Beach in the mountains is always nice.
Yeah,
Like a Lake Tahoe type of thing. Is that what you're thinking, DJ?
that'd be pretty cool. What about if you could visit one place on Earth, where would you go?
I think Australia's probably, and I don't know if I'd say a specific area. I'd probably have to just go with Sydney or like Perth because I know the names and there's probably things to do. But Australia has always been top of my list of places I want to go. The problem is it's too darn far.
Right.
You got to do like a whole day in a plane or something. I don't know if I could do it.
If I was on a golf cart, I don't remember that.
You don't remember falling off the golf cart, Amy? That was the best part of the live stream.
Jeez. All right. What is your go-to meal while traveling? Like if you're in your trailer or whatever and you're cooking for yourself, what's your go-to meal?
I'm gonna say a lot of the times eggs. I eat a lot of eggs, especially lately being on keto.
Right.
Otherwise, I mean, eggs is the easy answer because I'm thinking the morning. But otherwise, like if I wasn't on keto, I'd eat a lot of spaghetti or burritos.
Have you seen those foil packet things that people make? You can like make it over a campfire or whatever. You just take a piece of foil, like a foil packet, whatever. Take like a chicken breast, and then you can add like some ranch seasoning to it, and some like vegetables with it, like the red potatoes, like the baby potatoes.
Okay.
Wrap it up, grill it, open it up, add some shredded cheese, some bacon bits, whatever you want. That looks delicious. I want to try that.
Put it on like an open fire or what?
Yeah, like over a campfire or whatever. You could do it on the grill if you wanted, whatever.
See, I'll admit one thing. I didn't do a fire even the whole time I was down in Texas. I probably should be doing that.
Oh, you didn't?
I wanted to experiment like what I could cook and what I would need with the trailer. So, right. And Lori Sims says Bali would be go-to. I have heard Bali is just amazing too. That's a good one.
Go-to destination, yeah.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Again, we're talking a lot of beach places, aren't we?
Foil like my husband's worker would warm on the engine of the truck. That would work too. All right. What song reminds you the most of your life?
Oh, easily. Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Oh, yeah?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis.
That's not a JT song, is it?
It's not a JT. I don't remember who's. It's one of those alternative.
Hey, Yachty, good to see you.
Maybe Amy can tell me, but it's, he thinks it's pretty fly for a white guy. I always thought that.
I remember that song.
It was always fun. I think I was in high school when it came out. So,
if you were an animal, what would it be?
Oh, now here's where Amy's gonna learn something.
Eminem did not sing that song.
No, it was a band.
There's no way.
Or she was trying to say I'm Eminem now. I don't know. I can't be JT and Eminem, guys. It's just not possible.
To be Eminem, you'd have to shave.
Yeah. Although I always enjoyed Eminem back in the day. I went to one of those anger management tour.
The Offspring. That might be right.
That sounds right. I think so.
Good to see you, Ryan. Welcome in, bud. Welcome in, Yachty. Welcome in, Arlene. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you got a couple people saying it was The Offspring, and that sounds correct. And that's about the most of it that I can sing is the uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. And all the ladies said he's pretty fly for a white guy or something like that.
There's Darren. Howdy, folks, on I-75 in Georgia, heading home.
How's it going, Darren?
So this guy, he left this morning he was in Daytona for like 3 days, right? At the same time, maybe he was in Tampa. He was in Daytona. And then he drove home last night. This morning he got up. He drove from his home in Georgia down to Ocala, Florida, which is like 45 minutes outside of Orlando. Had Easter dinner with his mom, and now he's driving back home to Georgia.
And he's got a bad back.
Yeah.
I always complain about driving with my back, but I know his is far worse than mine.
Jeez. He's been doing a ton of and him and Blaine surprised us down there at Disney Springs when we were down there at Disney World.
Oh, outside of the Georgia meetup when you were on that other trip?
I didn't go to Helen.
Oh,
I
okay.
knew that following Friday I was going to meet Darren down at Disney Springs. What I didn't know is that Blaine was going to be with him. So Blaine surprised the heck out of me down there. I had no idea he was going to be there.
That is so cool, and I've been jealous of everybody that gets to meet each other. And I mean, obviously, I got to meet Amy and
Right.
a couple of the cruisers, and well, I guess Rob and wife with Favor.
That's cool. They seem like really great people.
That was a lot of fun. I didn't really have expectations going in. I was just like, well, people want to hang out, and I mean, I have no problem with meeting people, right?
And you met the Zinganos as well, right?
Yep, Alana Zingano and Raphael. Yep, and so that was fun. And so I've been jealous of you guys, but a lot of the meetups haven't really worked for me, especially with everything I'm going through. But I did make my reservations today to do that M21.
I saw that.
So I'm excited about that.
I saw that.
Get to meet a whole bunch of people at once, and I kind of booked a place kind of on the edge rather than everybody else is like booking right in the line in 2 rows, and I was like, I need to be away a little bit for Pippa, but Dallas and I can definitely take breaks and go down and hang out with people and get to know them. So
that's awesome.
So here back to your question, what animal would I be, right?
Oh yeah, you never answered this.
I just distracted you because I was like, oh gosh,
I would be squirrel.
That's good. So I've always said, if I was like an animal, and this is kind of embarrassing, I would be a ferret, because back in the day when I was 19, I actually smuggled ferrets into California because that's the one state that they were illegal. And so I had a couple of ferrets. And if you know anything about ferrets, one, they've got a lot of energy for about 3 or 4 hours a day, and they go crazy. They explore everything. They get into things they aren't supposed to, and then they sleep for like 20 hours. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I mean, I'm kind of like that, where I like naps. And there's a lot, if you got to meet me, I'd be like, I need a nap or something. But then when I get my energy, I feel like I've got a lot of energy and I want to go do things, and I like exploring, but sometimes it's like things I probably shouldn't explore. I'm like, let's go visit that bad part of town. You know? So I guess that's my answer. Ferrets.
Woo! What's going on, Ronnie? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Nick said, the song that best describes my life is I've Been Everywhere, Man. Yeah, he went on like this crazy road trip. I guess it was last summer, where Nick, type in the chat how many miles you drove again. It was like 9,000, something crazy. He went to almost every single state. Like by himself.
Driving that whole time. See, I'm gonna be doing it a lot slower. I'm probably gonna see less areas, but I'm gonna be staying places a week or a month or something, you know.
Hey, AJ, good to see you. Let's finish these questions, and then I'll have everybody do that whole creator supporter thing that I almost forget every single time I go live anymore. I've been having Kenny do it lately because he's the only one that remembers.
Gotcha.
What is something on your bucket list?
I guess the easy one for me is to see the Northern Lights, and then Alaska the next year. Mm-hmm. Those two, but I would also go back to I got to go to Australia someday, or not back. I need to go to Australia. I've got so many though. I want to go to Africa. I want to do like a safari. There's like Peru and Brazil, and I don't know. It's hard to pick one. That's why I think of what I plan the next couple of years. But
sometimes I tell dad jokes, and sometimes he laughs. That's it. Darren and Blaine love that saying. I guess Ronnie, on his little shorts that he does, the dad joke shorts or whatever, he always says that. So it's like Darren's favorite thing in the world now is that statement.
He was doing what he was doing.
Is my bucket list, Amy says.
Where in Australia, Amy? Is there a particular place? I always think of Perth just because people that I've known online from there seem to have a lot of fun there. But I think that's the opposite coast. I'm not sure. Machu
Picchu is the ultimate in my book, Dell says. Yachty says, I did Alaska and no Northern Lights. Jeez. Lori Sims beats the illegal Coors I took to college to resell. Dry country. Hey, Clay, good to see you. Welcome in. Let's see here. What is your favorite thing about your hometown, where you live? Pavilion. What's your favorite thing about it?
I was going to say here or like my actual hometown in California.
Let's do both.
So I think here, I mean, it's that small town feel. People help each other out. But the reason I moved to where I'm at with the house is there's a nice rec area and a dog park within like a mile. And so I can get the dogs over there, and they've beefed it up and they've put in better fencing. So I really like that. California, I mean, I guess the easy answer is, what are you doing? She's wondering. I'm like, she's like, how many thumbs up is there? Are we getting treated? I'm kidding. But California, the easy one is the weather. But I also, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'd also have to say that the diversity. I miss the diversity. I went to school in a town where, you know, I'm white, but we were the minority in my town. It was a lot of Asian. It was South was a lot of Mexican. North was a lot of like Indian, that sort of thing. And I miss that. I feel like been in the Midwest so long that I've gotten away from that. And I've got, you know, diverse friends, but not as many as I did when I grew up.
Right. Okay, let's see. Two more. What is one goal that you have for yourself for this year, 2021?
If I say, I mean, I've already talked about the Northern Lights. That's my primary goal to try. But I would say I'll just go back to my schooling. I'm working real hard to try to keep A's in it and take it seriously.
Right.
Even though I never seem to have enough time, and I always seem to be up against the deadlines. So.
When is that? Is that over? Like soon? May?
I've got a month left. I think I've got my one class doesn't have a final. It just has a bunch of projects. The other one, investments, has a midterm. I think the first week, or not midterm, a final the first week of May. So I'll probably
first
be
week of
stressed
May.
out.
You're done. That's not bad. Are you going to take classes during the summer or no?
I'm not. I'm just going to take two a semester, spring and fall. And if I do that and I don't screw up, then I will finish it within 3 years, which was kind of my timeline for my travels, was to do it for 3 years or more. But I was kind of planning out 3 years. So
right.
The problem is, if I graduate, then people are going to be like, well, now you should go back and work in the real world again. I don't know how quickly I want to do that.
Nick says he went to 18 states in 28 days, 9,293 miles. States were Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming, and South Dakota.
It's a lot of driving, man.
28 days. Jeez.
Amy's saying no to Derek about something. What did he do? Derek, don't make me come over there.
Nate's goal is to shave the beard before it gets too hot.
Oh, that whole. How many controversies have we had lately?
Hey, Spaceman, good to see you. Happy Easter to you as well. Thank you for being here. Then the name that Kenny loves introducing whenever he's on live streams with me, Mike Coxsmall. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in.
Give him a treat. We can do that. Come on, guys. Go ahead. There you go. Got to keep them trained that doing live streams is a good thing, right?
Right.
And then they sit over my shoulder.
All right, let's see here. Last question. How are you spending Easter?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
This is kind of lame, but I've got a couple of things I got to do for school, and then I'm trying to get everything done in the house. The biggest thing is I'm trying to get the other SUV sold, and I met with some people today, and they thought it was a little bit high for the SUV, so I got to get back to that. But I got to start selling the bigger items and the things that I can't just, get rid of real quick last minute. So
right.
Getting those started, taking pictures, getting it posted, that sort of thing. Maybe I'll take these guys for a WALK.
There you go.
It's getting hot here, though. It was like over 80 today.
That's kind of how it is here as well. All right, guys. So right now, first off, thank you, Nate, for being on the hot seat. Hopefully that wasn't too bad for you.
Oh, no. Absolutely anytime.
Hopefully you had some fun with that. All right, guys. What I'd like to do right now is I'd like to take this time to thank all of our moderators and our partner channels, Blaine with the Really Creative Travel, Darren Magnificent Germany with Darren, Kenny, Fordman, Kenneth Oaks, and my oldest son, Adric Epoxy Rain. I want to thank our special guest and great friend, Nate with Land Cloud Adventures, for being here with us tonight, hanging out. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. What I want to ask is that if you are a YouTube creator, please put hashtag creator in the chat for us. And if you are a supporter, please put hashtag supporter. And I want to give a very special shout out to the supporters, because without you guys, there wouldn't be any YouTube. And if you see somebody in here tonight you're not familiar with, please go over and check them out. Subscribe if you like what you see. Leave a comment. Let them know we sent you. We would very much appreciate that. And also, if one of our moderators would please drop the link for Land Cloud Adventures. Well, if you're not connected with this guy, which I'm sure most of you are, because this guy is getting friends like crazy. You know, those shorts, man. Jeez. And now you're starting to roll in the hours too, so you'll be there in no time. That's awesome.
We've got a ways to go on the hours, but that's okay.
You're doing a great job with this whole YouTube thing. You really are.
Just trying to have fun with it, right?
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's good times. All right, so let's see who we have in here tonight. Hey, Edna, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Looking like my cat, Nate. What? I'm not sure what that is. All right, so we've got Mr. Jeffrey Resendez, supporter. He takes awesome sunset pics. If nobody's seen those, check them out. We've got Blaine, Really Creative Travel, creator. Keith, BDF, the BFD, creator and supporter. He's a big freaking deal, so make sure to check that guy out. Here we go. Jeff says, Blaine, I posted some pictures in your Facebook group tonight. Spaceman's asking if Blaine talked to Kenny. Kenny was in here earlier, Spaceman. I don't know if he's not here, if he left or what, but he was in here earlier. Ronnie, creator and supporter. Lori Sims, supporter to all. Yes, indeed. Great supporter. Amy, supporter and kind of a creator. 6.5%, I guess. Something.
I don't know. When she goes on vacation and I get videos of, oh, this would make a good short. This would make a good short. I think you've become a creator, Amy.
Najuma, supporter. Del Bruce, supporter. Yachty says, happy early Easter, creator. Happy Easter to you too, Yachty. Thank you for being here. Morris family, DJ, and Amy, creator, supporter. Whichever one is the real Amy, I don't know. I'm staying out of that.
Well, I think those two have agreed that they can both be the real Amy. There was a time where there was, I think, 4 Amy's, and I think one was like Bree, who wasn't a real Amy.
Bree?
So
there's Ford Man right there, creator, supporter. Yes, he's doing better, Spaceman. AJ, supporter, needs a GoPro. Aaron Smith, creator, supporter. And then Amy's dropping Nate's link. Guys, go and subscribe to Nate for sure. Land Cloud, you'll love what you see over there. As you guys can tell, he's a great guy, and he's got a great channel as well.
And fluffy dogs, if nothing else.
Fluffy dogs, there you go.
Fluffy dogs.
Tommy Dotson says, got no life, so watch YouTube supporter.
Ouch.
Lori says, Nate is so new and doing great. Yep, he is new, but he is doing great. Spaceman says, Kenny's in chat. Good to know. Was concerned. Oh, I want to fix mine. Creator and supporter. There you go, Yachty. Derek says, Land Cloud Adventures is crushing it. Yep.
No, you're crushing it, Derek. or Tanya. I don't.
It's an
probably
honor
Derek.
whenever we can get these big channels up here with us like we have tonight. Ryan says full-time supporter, part-time creator. Troy S., he always likes to say soup porter.
Porter, I like that.
Baseman supporter. Happy Easter, Danny. Happy Easter to you too, Jeff. Thanks for being here, buddy. DJ says, ha ha. Amy says, she and I are both the real Amy's. Okay. The life is good today. I posted some pictures in your Facebook group today. Oh, Lori says, your dog's begging. Oh, your dog's begging is like my cat.
I thought she was saying I looked like a cat. I was
That's
like,
what I
oh,
thought,
man. I'm in trouble.
The fluffy dogs work. Yachty says she just subbed to Nate.
Thank you, Yachty. Appreciate that.
Them doggies are cute. Thanks, Jeff. I will check them out. Nick is the man. Okay, guys, so let's go right now. Well, first, let me talk a little bit about Nate. You want to go ahead and tell everybody maybe what you have coming up next on your channel, like maybe when you're going to drop another video or your next live stream, stuff like that, real fast?
I've been doing 2 shorts a week. I'm starting to get thin on the material. We'll see, but the dogs usually surprise me and come up with something, right? And then I do my Thursday night lives at 10:50 Eastern. I'm going to try to get, because I just signed up for the M21. I'm going to try to get somebody, either Kevin or somebody else that's going to that, maybe to come up and co-host this week. And then I'm trying to be consistent in doing a video each week for the raid parade. I got one out last week, and so I've got video about, now that I've, learning to hitch the trailer and all of that. Trust me, I didn't do it right the first time. And then, going down to Texas. So those might be a couple of the videos coming up the next couple weeks.
Okay. And do you have like an Instagram account? You do, right? Or a Facebook group or anything like that?
I've got an Instagram. I believe it's the same name, but I haven't been that active. I've been trying to focus more on just getting my videos out, but since I've been struggling to get the time to edit them.
Right.
So I'll do that, and I'll probably be more active on the Instagram come summer, come June, once the house is sold, once the semester is over. And the goal with the Instagram is you can make memes, and I can kind of come up with some fun memes with the dog that maybe help people smile each day, that they want to stop by and just have their smile.
That'd be awesome.
That sort of thing.
Very cool. And then for us, first thing, I can't leave here tonight without thanking Mr. Dean at theliveplace.com for hosting us and over 130 other family-friendly YouTube channels. If you guys have not been over to theliveplace.com yet, it's basically your TV guide for YouTube. It tells you what YouTube creators are coming on, what days, and what their shows are about. So thank you, Dean, for hosting us. I also want to let you guys know we do have a Facebook group. Our Facebook group is called Griswold Family Vacay Traveling with Kids. And we try to make that a very interactive Facebook group. And we also have an Instagram that's the same name as our channel name. If you would like to help support our channel by grabbing some merch, please see the link in the description below. I can't leave without mentioning my wife's Norwex. My wife, Kimberly, sells an amazing environmentally friendly product known as Norwex. Please check her link out in the description below. I know, Nate, you have.
You saw me go try to reach for it because I used to have it up here, but it's in the trailer now because I'm using it for the trailer.
Right.
So
is it working?
Absolutely. Yep.
All right. Very cool. And then, so for us, we have a little video coming out tomorrow that's just showing you the different eggs from Epcot. They're at Disney World. They do a really good job of doing these scavenger hunts for kids around like the World Showcase and things. And one of the things that they did there that we got to do this last trip was they had one called the Egg Extravaganza. You go around the different countries in Epcot, and they have eggs that are decorated like different Disney characters. So we're putting out a video for Easter just to kind of show you guys what those different eggs look like and stuff like that. So that'll be out tomorrow. And then Wednesday night for our trivia, we're going to do something a little bit different. First off, we're starting 30 minutes early. And what it's going to be is it's basically going to be like a virtual birthday party for Landon. Thursday, he's turning 8 years old. So we're going to play some games of Kahoot, and then we're going to invite people up on panel to wish him happy birthday and stuff like that. And he's the one that's picking out all the categories of the games for Kahoot, and then we're going to have a game that's about him. And the top 3 finishers of each round are going to be entered onto the prize wheel, and then at the end of the night, we're going to do the prize wheel, and whoever wins is going to get a $20 Amazon gift card. So
very cool. What night was that? I missed it. I think I saw the
trivia night, Wednesday night.
Okay.
But we're starting at 8:30 instead of 9, starting 30 minutes earlier.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
very cool.
And then that's what we have coming up next for us. So it looks like, let's see if there's any more comments before we head out.
Roy was asking about the dogs, and yes, they are the easy answer is they're Samoyed. And then he said he's got that's almost a bear at 190 pounds of a Saint Bernard. It's a huge dog.
Yeah. Lori says, you love you, have a connection. Yachty said, those dogs are beautiful. I have 2 German Shepherds. Amy says, you do know that he and I are talking, and he came down to see me a few weeks ago. A few years ago. I'm like, wait a minute. And that's why Lori says you have a connection. Yep. I never saw that coming in a million years.
Right. Thank you, Santa.
I think I might have been the first one, actually.
You probably were.
For that whole deal. All right. So, Kenny, if you're still here, if you'll throw that link in there one more time for Miss Gina, we'll go raid another fellow Oklahoman. That's Miss Van Life with Gina Payne. All right. I want to make sure to say thank you, Nate, to you, and Pippa and Dallas for joining us tonight. It was a great time. You're welcome anytime for sure. And I just want to tell everyone that I hope you guys have a very safe and blessed Easter tomorrow. And thanks again for that. You're welcome, Amy. You're welcome. I'm guessing when you were driving through that wind was when you were coming through here, huh? A lot of it probably.
A lot of it was that toll road in Kansas.
I-35?
Yeah, that's when it was worse. When I was going through Oklahoma City, I didn't like driving through the city, which is why I took a different way back, but it wasn't as windy at least.
You don't like driving through here?
No, there was
construction or what?
Yeah, and just more cars and more lanes, and I'd get stuck in middle lane, and I'm just like,
Well, that was probably one of your biggest cities until you got to Texas then, huh?
It probably was. And then Texas, it was stop and go traffic. So that was kind of annoying, but it wasn't scary.
Right.
Or it wasn't like if you get out of your lane, there's going to be a big accident or something. So
happy anniversary, Tommy. Tommy says, early birthday wishes to Landon. We'll miss this Wednesday night as we'll be celebrating our 42nd. That is awesome. That's something nowadays to look up to for sure. People that are married for 40 years or more, that doesn't happen very often anymore. So that's really cool. So once again, guys, here's the link for Gina. Let's go raid her. Tell her Griswold family vacay raid. And other than that, you have any last words, Nate?
I don't think so. Just happy Easter, everybody. Hope you all have a great weekend, and thanks for watching. Right? Thanks for the support.
Treats.
Could you tell?
All right, guys. Thank you so much. As always, there it is.
I thought you were going to do the Darien thing. That's right, though.
No, Lennon said, take time to make memories. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you all so much. Go raid Gina and tell her that we sent you.
Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'm gonna